Good morning. It's Monday. Working on the farm today. Exciting stuff happening this morning. We got to get some chemicals around because we are going to put some more foliars and potentially, possibly, probably some more fungicide on some corn, but not with Haggy. So we're going to use some of these Ag Explore products. I've got just a little bit of this stuff left. There's more in the kiln room over there. XR5 KSB, it's potassium, sulfur, and boron. We're going to fly that on some corn. Ooh, fly. And with some more XR5 boron, just the regular boron, to give it a little extra boron more than what's in that one. Boron is a very important nutrient in the reproductive stages in plants, especially corn and soybeans, we have found. And by adding that boron in, it helps improve grain quality, test weight, better kernel weight, so we get better yield out of it. So we're gonna test with some late season application on that. Traditionally, I'll say traditionally, but usually that R1 VT to R1, right when it's starting to tassel and pollinate, timing is the last application that we've made on corn. I wanted to experiment with this stuff, doing a later application during the grain fill periods, and see if that makes any difference.
Daddy,
our drone is here. What do you think, dude?
The booms are way big.
It's way bigger. Yeah, this thing is huge. A T40, right?
Yep.
Yeah, DJI Agris T40. Yeah, we're gonna use this to spray some nutritionals, we're calling it, where it's the foliar products, that boron and KSB. So we're gonna put this stuff on. This is gonna be fun to watch. Lots of fun to watch. All right, we are loaded up. I think he's ready to go. I'm gonna stand back here out of the way. Whoa. Oh, it's got quite a wind, or a prop wash. So he's got the area that we want to spray out in this field already pre-programmed in. It is just kind of automatically going to do it. Height sensors. There it goes, it's spraying.
Daddy, I think that's gonna break your...
You think it's going to break the corn? It's not as loud as I thought it would be.
It was moving the grass big time.
Yeah, it was. That is cool.
Well, it's not...
So it's autonomously following its flight pattern, spraying a rate of 2 gallons per acre. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but it's got a pretty good pattern. A lot of wash. You can see the corn moving a lot. Dang, that is cool. I'm gonna need to buy one of these.
Okay, but...
Oh, and we are coming in for a landing. It's windy.
It's gonna blow that coach up right over here.
I think it's massive.
Well, your turn.
Going for a second batch in this field. This should finish it or be close, although that first tank seemed to run out a lot faster than we thought it would, but hey, that's all right. So looking at our other corn here just a little bit, seeing what we see, what's in there. This has all been sprayed with fungicides, so I don't expect to see much disease. Tar spot, we do see a little bit of some stuff, but I haven't seen any tar spot yet, which is good. We don't want to. that thing is really cool. So he is having a little bit of issues with a sensor. So it's all automated, and it's got a lot of sensors and stuff to be able to figure out how it or what it's doing, I guess. And there are 3 weigh pads under the tank to sense when it has fluid in it or not. And he said he's got a cable that's going bad on one of them, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, where it's not sensing liquid in the tank. And if it doesn't sense there's liquid in the tank, it won't take off and go fly. And so he's having a little trouble with that. So he's gonna mess with it, see if we can get it to work. We basically got done in this field what I wanted to do, but I got a couple other fields I was hoping to make some strips in. He said he's had a new cable on its way, but they just can't get it very quickly, and so he might have to come back later this week. Be all right. We get to see a drone fly another day. Very cool though. I'm gonna have to buy one of these things, I think. That's what I think. The issue is the regulatory side of it.
Well, then, but you better not buy the same one, because then you'll have issues.
Yeah, the issue is the regulatory side of it, and the FAA licenses and everything that you've got to have in order to legally fly it. And when I put it on YouTube, I am subject to investigation. I better do it right. I can't wing it. Not that anybody else is. I'm just saying, it's not like I can just buy it and say, I'm just going to fly my own and it'll be fine. Nobody will check me, because then I'm an idiot and film it and put it on YouTube. So you got to do it right, and we'll see. The regulatory side of this stuff is changing constantly, and maybe in a year or two it'll be a lot easier to get. Well, I didn't make it back out there, but good news, the drone worked again. He got that field done. He's gonna go try another one. Dad and I got a meeting here in a few minutes, so I'm gonna hang out for that, and then maybe we'll go check on him again and see if we can watch it some more, because it's cool to watch. All right, so our meeting is done. We're gonna go check out the drone spraying. We got our sprayer out because we gotta spray some beans when we get back. I got 40 acres at least of that Egg Explorer stuff. We're gonna put on some bean slate for us. So yeah, that's the plan when we get back. Flying. See how much wind it's throwing off and moving the grass. That thing is massive. This is really cool. The boys have found a good vantage point, but they're also picking all my corn. 21. I think you're wrong.
That's what I
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 21, 16. Close enough. Hey, why are you throwing kernels at me? Or husks? Getting her reloaded and ready to go. Alright, we'll stand up here with the boys. Watch this thing take off, fly one more time. Oh my goodness. They're so loud. Oh, that's going way up there. So I do know that the T40, which is this one, always flies forward. So the T30, the size smaller, will it'll just move over and fly backwards basically when it gets to the end of a field or something. But the T40 always turns. Hey! That's cool. What are you doing? Feeding the beavers, huh?
Yeah.
So we're spraying a strip actually behind this building site over there, but this was kind of the best staging area for that. And so it's flying out to where it needs to go to finish. Should have enough on there to finish the strip that we're doing. We're only doing about 12 and a half or 13 acres out here. All right, well, you got this field here sprayed and decided we're gonna do a strip in the other field across the ditch as well. So we're doing 5 or 6 acres over there. All of this is small stuff, testing purposes right now, just to see if putting these late season nutrients on are gonna do us any good. If they are, then we gotta look a little harder into figuring out how we're gonna do that in the future. But we'll see, we're a long ways away from doing that, I think. I decided to take a drive, see what we can see back here. Mower couldn't get back here, so our weeds are tall.
So much water.
It's not hogweed, it's Queen Anne place. Wild carrot. Coon damage. Our corn looks pretty darn good for as dry as it was early. I'm pretty happy with it. The boys pulled a whole bunch of ears and then threw them all into the ditch, otherwise I would show them to you. We'll probably go pull one somewhere here. As we were leaving the field there, I pulled another ear. This is what that corn looks like. That's 18 around. That's a heck of an ear of corn. And you might say that it's really far along to be, you know, putting fertilizer and stuff on, and you're right. We're not going to get more kernels, right? We're not going to get more rows around. We're not going to get more length by putting anything on now. The thing that we can still influence is the depth of the kernel and the weight of the kernel. And so this foliar and the stuff that we're putting on there now is 100% designed to increase kernel depth and size, the weight of each individual kernel, not really to gain more. So we'll see. We'll see. I think there's something to be gained there. Anyway, we're back seeing what Grandpa's doing. Check it out. We're getting ready to start a tile project here, and so we're trying to find the existing tile. Dad's doing a little digging. Okay, come here. Well, the tile search isn't going particularly well. Can't find it, so we're digging a big trench and seeing what we can see. However, it does give us a glimpse of our soil. You can see we've got some root structure down here.
Thing in the gator. See what the ground is.
And you can kind of, I don't know how this shows up, but you can kind of see our soil horizons. Right here's our A horizon, which is actually fairly thick right here, but we are in the low spot, hence the reason there's a tile. And then this is a B horizon, it's all clay, and you can see how smeary it is. Like this is the kind of clay that you buy in the store, is modeling clay almost. Yeah, so that's why we use drain tile.
Or just leave it hooked up. We're gonna...
Found it.
What?
It's not great.
Hey Bryson, I'm gonna push them dirt
Third
back in.
to half full. There's some roots in it,
Daddy,
which
I need the shovel.
kind of expect. That's not a horrible thing, unless there's a bunch of them, and then it plugs it up. But this tile was put in 1981. It was one of the very first fields that my dad ever tiled, and they did it with grade stakes, pre-lasers and GPS. And so it's kind of what we were afraid of, was some of them got some dips in them or something, or they've lost grade over time, and
Daddy, can I have the shovel?
they're getting full of dirt.
Please?
And so
Please?
that's why we're gonna replace it. So
I can help
we're just gonna put a new one in right next to this one, and then trying to figure out where they all go and everything. So our trench is a little longer than it need to be. He's gonna push some of it shut. Okay, time to do some spraying. We went and got some lunch. Phil's working on the grain bin floor. I stopped and checked in with him a little bit. I should go show you the progress, but we'll get that a little later. There's some rain starting to develop to the west. I want to get this little bit of spraying done that I need to do, and yeah, be done with it. So we're going to load it up. We're only doing 40 acres here, and it is more of those same foliars, the KSB, the boron, same stuff we were putting on the corn. We're going to do with 40 acres of beans, and I can spray them with the sprayer. So that's what we're going to do. I think we'll also throw in some more insecticide, because beans struggle with insects late in the season, much more than corn does. We can get, we've got some bean leaf beetle, we've got Japanese beetle still around, and stink bugs can come in late and cause problems. So we'll just knock them back. We got a rider. Let's go spray this one out. We don't have a lot to do. Like I said, 40 acres today. I do need to spray the double crop beans with some glyphosate to kill the volunteer wheat. That's probably gonna have to wait until the end of the week though. All right, well, we are spraying a 40-acre strip out of this field here, and there are my 30-inch rows, and it's a good thing I can still see my tire tracks from the last time, because finding rows is going to be very difficult. I hope to not run beans over. We'll do what we have to do. It'll do that too. For the most part, these beans look really good. There's a few patches. There's a little yellow patch over there. Obviously some sprayer tracks from previous passes. A little yellow spot right here, but most of them look really good. You know what I don't see out here though, at all? White mold. I don't see any white mold. Now whether that's the year or If it's that heads-up treatment that we're putting on the beans doing it, I don't know. But last time we had beans in this field, we had white mold really bad. And I'm not seeing it now, so that makes me happy. There's some dang good beans out here. Those are awesome. Nothing else I can do to them now. Wait till harvest. I don't remember where we left off, but I'm back out here helping Dad. We've got an old clay. What was that, 12, 10? Whatever it is. We're trying to trace it and see where it goes. It's cracked there. It's no good. Pretty clean though. So anyway, we've got this red wire here that we can shove in there as far as we can go, and then Dad's getting the wand that we can sense across the top of the ground and kind of trace it and put flags where we find it. It's right there. Ooh, look, a 6 or 4 of plastic. Well, we traced that tile. The white flag's going up there for a ways. Didn't quite make it back to the main. That's kind of a sub main. Right at the edge of the cornfield over there, there's a big main that runs to a county outlet, and that's what we need to find. So, but we can come down here where this last flag is, dig, find the tile, and push that the rest of the way to figure out exactly where it goes. Somewhere through this draw right here. The new bin floor project is moving along slowly, but it's getting there. All right, well, we had a decent day. Got to fly a drone, a really cool one. So, got our spraying done on our beans. We do need to spray the double crops, like I said. We'll get to that, but I gotta go get the kids. My wife's got something going on tonight, and I got some stuff at my parents' I need to be there for tomorrow. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm not making a video. I have a meeting in Louisville tomorrow and Wednesday, so I'm heading down there as a quick trip down and back. But I'll be back on Thursday. I have stuff going on Thursday. I don't remember what it is, but we'll either be helping Dad or maybe cleaning the seed warehouse. I think I got some meetings or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and I will see you guys then. We'll keep looking at our crops and watching things as they progress here. And, yeah. We're in good shape right now. You know what we need to do? We got to get an electric fence up on my sweet corn. ASAP. Before the coons get it, which will probably happen tomorrow. Oh well, what are you going to do? So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And we will see you on Thursday.